All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game number 2. It is LGD China facing off against Vici Gaming. This one a best out of 3. We're in the round of 6 in the G League Season 2. LGD China, they really thrashed Vici Gaming in game number 1. And it's not that all that surprising. Vici Gaming is still a very young and inexperienced team, but with all that being said, the draft is underway, so let's get into it. I'm LD, I'm joined here by Winter, and Winter, there will be no CTY anti-mage. Vici Gaming is going to have to do this the hard way.
Yeah, yeah, it's really tactically tactical decision to ban it anti-mage all the time because it seems that VG they are only comfortable with the anti-mage in their lineup. With anti-mage you could bring out the split pushing style which they are more accustomed to.
Yeah, so you're forcing them out of their comfort zone, and as a young team, they haven't had as much experience, they haven't had as many chances to practice other styles. Even just as a group, they've only been playing together, living in the team house for a month. That's not a long time, especially when you consider how long has LGD been together with this exact roster. It's been, I mean, the better part of a year.
Exactly a year. Yeah, they used this roster at the start of G League last year. That was the first time they were playing an
It's a
official
long
tournament.
time to be playing. In the Dota world, that's a very long time to keep the same roster.
Yeah, exactly one whole year.
Even in professional sports in the real world, you know, whatever sport it is, there's usually free agency. Teams make trades to keep the same core 5 players for an entire year. Well, it's a testament to the team that they've played well enough to want to stay together, and also that, you know, they get along. And they're playing, I gotta say, better than ever as of late.
Yeah, they do. They have a very good 5 players that has personalities that doesn't conflict with too much with each other, and they are able to go well without having too much of a trouble. And that's also one of the very crucial things to have when you are forming and looking forward to form a team. You have to have 5 players that are comfortable and not not having too much of an aggressive type of personality. It would be bad to form a team for a long period of time if you have players like that.
The draft, yeah, you have to be amicable towards each other. And the draft well underway, they do get their hands on the lone druid, but it comes at a heavy cost. They give up the Shao 8 TA again and the Mag again. And if they wanted to go Void at some point this game, it is still in the pool. LGD showed that lineup working out very well, but for Vici Gaming, they get, I think, a hero that's a little bit fits CTY a bit better. You can split push more effectively with Lone Druid. Luna can split push, but she's more of a 5-man here, whereas Lone Druid can really do it all.
Yeah, Lone Druid is more VG gaming style because you can always split push with the Radiance pair, and if you pick Luna like the last game, you could see that Luna is more focused on running the carry around the supports when you take towers together as a unit of 5. Lone Druid is you could do it both ways, either the split push or the 5-man pushing. It fits them better.
Are we going to see that minus armor strategy? Is there maybe a Shadow Fiend in the works this game?
Yeah, they are LGD are on Daya and they have Lanaya.
Yeah, and there's also the bear. So not only the Roshan, which you're bringing up, but also the bear. That would be 2 great... You could kill 2 birds with 1 stone with that strategy.
Or, yeah, but they already picked up the Luna, so we're not going to see any Shadow
So
Fiend.
forget about that. They pick up the Luna while we're seeing LGD huddled together. It looks like it's really cold at the venue, by the way. Everybody's wearing like a sweatshirt and a coat, or an extra, like something extra in addition to the coat. It's maybe not ideal playing conditions.
I think the weather is cold right now there. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, and I guess with a TV studio, it's not necessarily going to be as comfortable as your home, but hey, it's just one more thing that, you have to get. This is, it's something you can't simulate at a practice environment where, the temperature is going to be exactly to your liking and all these little things. Sure, it's not an excuse for losing, but just having that experience, it definitely works in your favor. At this point, though, both teams, I mean, Vici Gaming's had a couple days. They should be more or less used to it at this point. And, well, they go for, this time they get the Rubik on their side. They didn't want the Shadow Demon. They ban him out now. But they select the Rubik, and there are some nice spells to steal this game.
Yeah, the RP and the Eclipse, that would be definitely the 2 main spells that he wants to steal at the moment. I wonder if there's going to be any more, because being Rubik, you always want to have lots of choices to steal, when to steal at the right timing. And you don't want a lineup that has nothing for you to steal and make use of.
Yeah. Oh, boy. I wonder what's... the one thing LGD has nothing of is supports, and... Vici Gaming having that one support. Keeper of the Light is on the table right now, and that's something that you would really like to see. And, you know, LGD, if they could pick that up, and Vici Gaming don't really have the best heroes to punish a Keeper of the Light pick, so I think it's a must ban unless they want to select it for themselves here coming out of the draft.
Yeah, definitely LGD could pick up the Keeper of the Light, and it could really work well to their favor because they're trying to split push, and Keeper of the Light is one of the very key heroes to defend against pushes from the Lone Jude and the Brewmaster.
Can you explain something to me? Why is it that we see Undying, like, some teams are first banning him, and it doesn't seem like it's versus specific opponents, it's just in general. And then in other games, he's neither banned nor picked until the second stage, and I think there's even been a handful where he's not banned at all. Why is this hero just all over the draft board? Why is there no consistency with him?
Because it's, at this event, probably teams that are fighting Undying probably a bit more unsuitable, and there's not much time to adjust, and they still think it's a strong hero, but they don't want to pick it in the first phase, so they just ban it in the second phase, and you just need to give the teams more time to decide how would this hero fit in, or will this hero be just ignored after this event.
In this game, it does seem like a very strong pick, because they already have that big group up with the Lone Druid and the Panda, and then you got a Tombstone on top of that. That's scary. So this game, I guess it makes sense. And Luna's not the strongest laning here anyway. If they want to go aggressive with Rubik, Undying +1, it could work. But they get Lina instead for Vici Gaming, so they had their the Leshrax banned out, but they get a similar hero for Fenrir.
Yeah, Lina or Leshrax are about the same role, but Lina does provide more
burst.
More burst, yeah, in form of the ultimate. But Leshrax is better at sieging towers and going better in the late game.
Yeah, we used to see Leshrax. He's more versatile as a hero because you can play him as a carry. Sand King was picked up by LGD. Oh boy.
Vici Gaming is going for aggressive trialing. Offensive trialing again.
Ooh.
They're going to be doing the same thing they did before, but with a stronger lineup. Rubik, Lina plus Sven.
The one thing that's really different this game is they have a much better matchup to deal with the Magnus. Lone Druid will do much more to shut him down than the Luna did last game.
How long have we not seen this hero? How long?
Oh man, what is it? What Disruptor? Wow. This could be a huge pick. Panda blinks in, you instantly glimpse him back, and then suddenly the initiation is completely messed up.
You want him to be silenced in your static storm, and it works really well with the Magnus. If you get a combo off the reverse polarity on those crucial heroes, especially the Panda, you just drop the static storm later on, and the field, kinetic field, is going to be basically the death of the Panda already, and he can't use his ultimate in that.
So we have a big surprise this game. Yao is going offlane as Magnus. Shocking, actually. I never saw this one coming. So Yao is the offlane Magnus. Yao is the solo mid TA rushing the bottle. Sylar on the Luna. We've seen him before on this role. SC or DD on the Sand King. Sentries picked up. No smokes for these supports. Having the Disruptor, they can't really get aggressive, and they expect that offensive trialing anyway. And DDC playing the Disruptor.
And for VG, we have YXY on the Rubik, Fenrir on the Lina, XCT on the Sven. Mid lane, we have SYDM on the Brewmaster, which didn't go too well the last game.
Yeah.
I hope he has a better game. And last but not least, CTY on the Lone Druid. But I think the tri-lane favors VG a lot. They have a really stronger tri-lane here.
This is a very weak...
Three stuns.
Yeah, LGD's tri-lane is actually very weak. Sand King's not that good in a tri-lane at the early levels, unless you're IG and then it's Chuan playing it and somehow it works. And you know, even as far as Luna's a decent tri-lane carry, not amazing by any means. And DDC on the Disruptor, you know, that this hero's only good once he gets to like level 4 or 5. Before that, he doesn't really offer you much.
I think Sylar would have a hard time in the lane because of the supports not being able to help him if he gets caught out in anything. And the one more reason is they are so level dependent that if they don't get the much needed levels, it's going to be difficult when you transition into the mid phase of the game. Sand King, you can't stun. It's not like the others setup stuns. If you don't have level, it's not like VS. Level 1 stun and level 4 stun is the same range.
It's a very
the Sand
small
King level
AoE.
1 stun is so small.
I'm trying to draw it because I can't actually see it, but it's really, really small.
I'll try to draw it. I'll draw it in front of the Sand King. Level 1 stun.
you can just hover over Burrow Strike. Well, I drew it a little too small, but it's very, very short.
It'll be interesting. Oh, they're going in already.
Already, there's your lift. As the Light Striker comes out, comboed the stuns a tiny bit. Sylar's gonna go down. Really early first blood. We said it was a weak tri-lane, and that just shows you how weak it is. Not the best positioning, but good play by Vici Gaming, getting an early kill. Great start for them.
Due to the double damage as well, and the
Oh, yeah,
Sand King
that's
wasn't
right.
there. The Sand King wasn't there to back the Luna. He was roaming around in the forest before.
Yeah, and you know, the camp is the one thing is if they go to pull, then Vici Gaming can start to dive, and they have Warcry, which is a great tool when you want to tower dive. So LGD have to be very careful about going for those pulls.
And look at the ward placement this time for LGD. They are expecting the D-ward, and they place the ward to the right side instead of in the lane. And VG had the same one of the same spots of one of the common spots of planting the sentry in the lane to D-ward any lane ward from the opposition team.
And
Oh,
is
I
this?
think gonna see this.
Oh, it's very close. I think is it just out of range? I
Oh,
think it's just out of range. It is. DD walks right by it. Wow.
no, that's his sentry. He just D-warded the VG
Oh,
sentry.
he got that sentry.
Yeah, he got that sentry.
Showing my fatigue. Oh boy. Middle lane.
Okay.
So is middle lane going any better this game? I think it's actually going worse than it did last game for SYDM. He's even guessing for runes and he's not getting them.
He's going for the same skill build as I mentioned before, the Drunken Haze early on against the Lanaya, to annoy him with the last hits. But it's not going too well this game for him compared to the last game.
I gotta say, like, you know, on paper it seems like a good build, but I don't ever see it work, really. Like, you can do decently as Brewmaster, but I have yet to see this build actually shut down a TA at all, unless the TA really screws up, or she gets ganked early on.
It's not about shutting down the tier. You can't really shut it down. It's just to help you in the laning phase. At least you can lane better.
I mean, he's doing okay. He's not far off when it comes to CS.
And it's annoying for the Templar Assassin for sure. Those misses. He's not gonna be too happy about it.
One lane that they should have a much better time with, I mentioned this briefly in the draft, is the safe lanes. Lone Druid does a lot more to irritate Magnus than a Luna does, especially once the bear hits 5.
Yeah, I like the BG lineup more this game. They are going to have a significant advantage on two of their lanes, the top lane and the tri lane and the safe lane solo. Both of these lanes should work very well for them. And it's going to be down to the mid phase where how does the Brewmaster controls the fight? How does he lead the gangs and try to create space for the Lone Druid to farm even further?
You know, top lane, they're going in on Sylar, it looks like, but there was a lift, there was a Storm Bolt, but there was no Light Strike Array. Weren't able to find the opening. I think Sand King disrupted the combo with the Burrow Strike.
Sand King used his stun, yeah. He used his stun to bail out the Luna.
And they are pulling while this happens, so they push the lane into the tower, but they're getting the pulls off, and if this keeps up, LGD will probably start to pull ahead a little bit when it comes to levels. They're trying to jack that pull, but it's already complete. They're not going for double pulls, which is smart.
Oh, it's so unlucky. Look at the sentry there. Just a tiny bit out of the range of the observer.
It's like the same range as when I thought they were two different teams wards a second ago.
Yeah, it's because of the how does the ward look different now? It's really confusing at times. You don't know if it's a sentry or observer.
And already, SYDM, he saw the rune, he was going towards top, just thinking the rune might spawn there, but it actually spawns bottom. Xiao8 getting all the rune control again, and now he's really pulling ahead in CS. 8 CS up. Mag skewers in the Lone Druid Bear towards the tower. He's tired of the harassment, I guess.
Was he trying to take down the bear?
I think he was hoping to catch CTY and then kill him with the shockwave, but he didn't get him. Because it might have actually killed CTY.
Yeah, CTY was low just now.
Top lane, they pull in Sylar, but where's the follow-up? They can't go in because of SC's positioning, and they're throwing stuns out, but they're not comboing, and that makes them a lot weaker as a tri-lane. This tri-lane's all about chain stunning one hero and bursting them down, but they're not getting the chain stun on one hero.
Probably some communication, they were distracted and they didn't go on the same hero.
Yeah.
You have to avoid that as much as possible when you're having a superior tri-lane against the enemy carry. You can't afford to make too many of these miscommunications.
You know, the one thing that I find interesting is LGD always seems to have more creeps when there's those engagements. Like, they always have the lane pushed, so Vici Gaming are just... It's hard to go into that when there's 6, 7 creeps there. You know, even only 2 ranged creeps and a couple of melee. It really hurts your supports.
Yeah, and I think that the better way for VG to play this lane is always constantly pushing the lane towards the tower, keep it there, so that when LGD is trying to push, you push the creep waves towards their tower, so Sylar has to deal with the creep wave in front of his tower. Right here, I'm trying to draw,
Yeah.
and you can move the three heroes together as a unit into the pool here to try and chaos all the pool. If you control the creep wave behind
Yeah.
here, you won't be able to do that, and both the supports will be getting farm from the pools.
Yeah, so and they can also do that pincer movement as well. They can have just the Sven maybe charging on in and the two supports backstabbing,
Yeah.
something like that. But what makes it harder is that LGD have the vision right now. You mentioned the dewarding games, and they're the ones with the observer up.
And Xiao gets another rune. He's been spot on with all the 3 runes that spawn healing.
Everything except for the 0-minute rune has been his.
Yeah. The 0-minute rune was taken by the Rubik, the DD that enabled them to get the Luna as first word.
The good news is that CTY is having a very good time bottom. He's 10 CS ahead. He's 13 denies ahead. He's dominating this lane by all measures.
You can't really expect the Mag to do too much about it. He's just really at such a disadvantageous position against the Silaba in the lane.
Oh, it looks like they rotated mid, but they couldn't find an opening because Xiao 8 was heading... He's got the... Look at the observers. He's always got these up along with the traps.
They always try to... If you notice that this is a movement VG have every time when they start to find things getting tight in the mid lane or the other lanes, they start to smoke gang when they shouldn't be smoking. They relieve some form of pressure for Sylar and create space for him to farm. I really think they shouldn't have left the lane. It's complete waste of time.
You have to have faith in that Brewmaster mid. Like TA is not that easy of a kill anyway. I don't know. They go on to Sylar, but again, the kinetic field disrupting the combo here. XTT is gonna go to work on SC, and now he's thrown up in the air, but he's not actually dropping just yet. And they, again, not chain stunning. It's always the Disruptor or the Sand King who are messing up the combo. TA is gonna pop a regen rune. Are they going in or are they running away? Vici Gaming a little indecisive, and this is something LGD...
They're very...
Rubik's dead, and they're still trying to fight here. I don't know about that. Stormbolt on 2. Sylar will drop. They get the carry, but they give up the Rubik and the Lina to do it. And middle lane, the Panda dies without using the ult. Boy, we've seen this before, haven't we? But now the Rubik TPing back in. Gets a counter kill, so I guess the top lane was an okay trade. Sven dies, so in the end, 3 for 2 in favor of LGD. But the big problem is, once again, Xiaowe's finding a solo kill on Panda.
Yeah, it was definitely better for LGD because they got 2 kills and they got the Sven as well. So it didn't really hurt them too much losing their Luna.
And it's a lane that we really thought Vici Gaming would be dominating after the first blood. It's not happening.
They were very indecisive there, and as you mentioned before, if you notice, every time they were trying to fight, there was always more creeps in the LGD side. They are always fighting at the position where it's better for them. And for VG, they're always finding the openings hard to come by because there's always more creeps on the LGD side. And when there's no creeps on the there's more creeps for VG, LGD are always doing the smart thing, staying back and hanging in the...
Bottom lane, the trap is applied. There is going to be an RP, but they're not using it just yet. Here comes the counter ganking. The TP is thrown out. Panda's here. He doesn't have mana for his ult again. We've seen this so many times now. Oh, man. They do at least keep the Lone Druid alive. He's really having mana issues. We've seen the mana wars, now we're seeing the mana struggles.
Oh, he's even giving his bottle to CTY. Here, you can have it.
It's never enough for me anyway. Just take it.
Yeah, but the problem lies in if you TP over as a Brewmaster as a strength gain hero, you always tend to have this sort of issues when you don't have enough mana, especially for your both combos. And he didn't bottle, like before I said, you bottle and you TP down to ensure you have enough mana. He didn't do that again.
Yao has a skewer, but he gets clapped. Now he gets stunned. He won't be able to use it. They do find a nice kill, but now Sylar, we saw this in the last game, was just all of a sudden offensive tri-lane turns into abandon the tri-lane and gives Sylar free farm, and now the catch-up process begins. He is quite far behind the Lone Druid, though. Quite far behind.
But how do you leave your Sven at top? He's not going to get anything.
Yeah, that's a great point. He's not... Even Darkseer is a lot better off if you leave him alone. Sven, he's strong when he has the combo. Without it, he's not very scary.
Sven is not a hero you can just ditch at the off lane. You can't. He needs farm, he needs levels.
Maybe that's why LGD doesn't really... They normally seem to run him when they've picked him as of late as a mid. Because, you know, you get all the benefits of the Sven, but you don't have the weak offlaner if you want to go roaming.
And they are playing again into LGD's game. Look at the supports pulling. Both of the supports are so high level. Sun King level 5. Disruptor is even level 6 already.
And these are supports that need levels, they need farm, and they're getting it. They had a slow start, they gave up the first blood, but now they're catching up.
This is the time for them to shine now. And it's going to be hard for VG to clash with the Disruptor ulti up. And but VG's supports also have their ulti, but the Disruptor ultis will contribute far more than the Lina and Rubik's ulti right now.
If we see another fight where this Panda can't get off his ult, I'm going to feel very nervous for VG Gaming, but it could very well happen. They're 4 grouped up mid. They're stacking the camps. They're trying to be a little bit more efficient with their time, and they will get a stack off.
They're doing this because they are trying to give more space for XTT to farm up, because he's been not getting much from the top lane for the past 2 minutes already after the supports left. So Panda has to give up his lane and go stack some neutrals.
But for LGD, they're getting something out of all the lanes. Now they're smoked up. They're rotating towards bottom. It looks like a Radiant Ward did spot this, I think.
Yeah, the ward I think spot them, and they noticed that VG has been off the map for some time. Probably stacking and pulling, and this is time for them to strike.
He's got to use it. He's going to get Burrow Strike. I don't think he's going to get it off. Now Static Stormed. Another fight where there's no Panda ult, and that's going to... The Blink Dagger even further delayed, and it looks like he's trying to get it now. 1,500 gold, but another couple minutes with no Blink.
Yeah, that's one of the very crucial kills. If you compare to the kill if you can get on the Sven or the Rubik or the Lina, Panda is the more favorable kill for LGD right now. They want to slow down the Dagger as soon as possible, as much as possible, to delay the Panda being able to engage and turn any fight towards VG's favor. That was a very important kill for them.
Because who else is going to be that initiator? I guess Sven can Warcry in and try and Stormbolt you, but then you can easily just punish him. It's not a reliable initiate.
Top lane LD, they just smoked up. They're trying to kill the Luna right now. There's a sentry in the lane. Oh my god. What timing.
Oh boy, here comes the telekinesis lift. They gotta chain this one perfectly, or she's gonna turn around. Laguna Blade is there. Not able to eclipse, and they force out a TP from the Sand King, as well as another hero who it looks like decided not to come. That was Xiao 8, bottom lane, they're wrapping around. XTT is here, he's got a Stormbolt. He's hoping that the mag comes back into the lane. But I think this was actually spotted. It looks like there's an observer bottom, so I think they know this fence here.
Yeah, and they even know that the Rubik and Lina was smoked there. The sentry, I'm pretty sure, spotted them out. I thought that Luna wouldn't die there because there was a sentry. I'm not sure if he was thinking that he could take them, or he would be able to tank all the spells. I'm not too sure there. I thought he would shoot at his tower when he saw them.
They keep on trying to pressure Yao, but Yao just keeps on getting away for the most part. CTY up to 3k gold. He is farming well. He's farming very, very well.
But Xiao 8 just got his dagger, and they're smoking to bottom.
Yeah. Xiao 8's actually ahead of the Lone Druid because of the kills. He's ahead of CTY.
But the creep score, he's still behind.
Only slightly, though. And remember, this is their mid. This isn't their solo. Can they go on CTY?
Oh, I think... Does the Panda have TP? Let's try. Oh, Brewmaster doesn't have TP. This is going to be big.
He's trying to get his blink. He's trying to finish it.
He doesn't have TP to assist this fight.
Oh, when they see this, maybe they're good. Oh, they're not going to go
They see it already. They see it already. That's why DM showed his face in mid lane.
Well, he's got his blink now. He's going to buy it. So even if he dies, at least he's got the blink, but still no TP scroll.
And CTY is doing a good job avoiding the ganks there. He noticed that something was wrong.
They want to go on Luna again. They're smoked up. Here we go. But she's running.
This is a bit too obvious because your creeps are pushed at the tower and no one is defending it. I think that might get him.
Pull the creeps. Uh-oh, Sylar. Oh, wrong time to come out of smoke there. Now they have to back off.
They're gonna get glimpse. Oh no, it's a level 1 glimpse. It won't happen. It's just a level 1 glimpse. I thought he skilled the...
It's unusual not to level up the glimpse.
Because in the early phase, the laning, they are up against an aggressive tri-lane that's so strong. It's understandable that he opted to skill the Thunder Strike to get more damage to go on the lane. It was because of the laning phase that he was forced to skill this way to help Sylar better in the lane.
And middle lane, it looks like Xiao 8 just... If it's 4 heroes grouped up on one side of the map and Xiao 8's 1v1ing anyone else, that anyone else is just not going to be able to deal with him. He gets the tower mid. And now the push coming top. And they have a glyph, but can they really defend this? Brewmaster, TP and Blink are up. He's going to try to run top. No, he can't. You see.
Yeah, he has to clear the creeps in the middle and just hold his TP. If he runs top, it'll be too obvious and LGD would just back off knowing that the Brewmaster is missing.
He was thinking about it. He walked up the hill like he wanted to go there, but then he comes back.
CTY is trying to break the bottom tower.
Oh, he gives up the bear.
Oh.
He does have his relic now, though. It's a pretty decent relic.
It's not the fastest one, but because she's not being protected and it's a 1v1 situation, so it's pretty decent.
And he also has Tranquil Boots and Boots, as well as Orb of Venom, so he's got some extra items.
Yeah, it's actually a lot of money spent there. If he would have went for the raw Radiance, he would have had it.
I don't think it's too bad. It's not like he got Phase Boots as well, but yeah, it does slow it down just a touch.
CTY is going to be ganged by Shari.
Uh-oh, they have an RP for this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, CTY, oh no. Panda could come to try and turn this around. I don't know if they really want to dive this. This is a long way to chase, perhaps too far. That's a Stormbolt on 2. They may turn this one around yet. Yao's running, Xiao 8's running. Here comes the Blink, here comes the Clap. That is a huge kinetic field and Static Storm catching everyone. And Xiao 8 may escape.
He stole RP. Rubik stole RP.
Wow. But can he actually use it? He is going to, just to get the TA, but they get the kill. That was a really long chase. I'm very surprised LGD chased that far and used an RP.
Yeah, it was a bit too dangerous. The moment the Templar Assassin activated her trap, you could see the TP by the Serenity. They knew that they couldn't let him die, and I'm surprised at a team like LGD that would dive that far for a kill. Probably they were feeling that they could take out the CR Bear very quickly because Xiao is very ahead in CS and levels, and he was a bit confident that they could do well there, and it proved them wrong.
So he used the RP very quickly. He's going to have like 40 to 50 seconds, probably 50 seconds, where RP is up, Panda ult will hopefully be up by then. Oh, it looks like Panda used his ult.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Where did he use his ult? He tried to kill the Sand King and didn't. Yeah, the Sand King didn't die. He tried to solo kill the Sand King. The Sand King was low before.
But this will cool down. So they're gonna have 50 seconds where they have Panda ult with the Blink, and they have a reverse polarity. If they can find an opening there, that would be big. But I think this is actually their last smoke. I think this is their third. Yeah, they're out of smoke, and nothing in the inventories.
They're using so much of their smoke.
I feel this is, to me, you always want to leave one in reserve.
Yeah, they wasted 2 of it at top lane. Twice they didn't get the kill.
It's a very important resource in Dota.
Yeah, the smoke is always something which you want to have at least 1 or 2 when you come the mid phase. You could always smoke for the rush or do something really game changing with it. If you waste all on the early phases and you don't get anything about it, it's really bad.
Can you explain to me what CTY is doing? He's up to 5,200 gold. He hasn't spent anything. Is he skipping Radiance?
Oh, I don't think so. Radiance is... Or he's just still deciding whether he should go for the Radiance or the Maelstrom build.
What? He's up against some decent physical damage with Empower, TA, minus armor, and Luna.
I'm thinking of the Maelstrom Assault build.
But that's more of a 5-man build, and we know CTY is more of a split pusher. At least that's what he's been. What do you think? What should he go for?
I'll be surprised if he doesn't go for the Radiance. Really surprised.
I will too. And what has he bought?
Did he buy anything yet?
Recipe. So it is Radiance.
Right. Yeah, it is Radiance. The courier is heading up to the secret shop already.
As we saw, this game really slows, the pace chills. There's a dive, no, not a dive, but a chase back mid. And actually they do have Warcry, which we haven't talked about, but Sven, a bad start for him in some ways, but he's got drums, treads, and most importantly, he's got 3 points of Warcry. That's going to mitigate a lot of the physical damage from LGD.
Yeah, and they could also do the rush anytime pretty soon because they have map control, they have the tower advantage, they have the vision, and they could do it very easily again with the TA, and especially on the fire side.
And there's no smoke for Vici Gaming, so it's going to be very hard to contest.
Well, but I don't think they'll know that, but it's something only we know.
Well, if it happens though, it's just going to be harder for them to go get to the rush and fight it.
Yao has dagger as well.
Yeah, just picked it up. Oh boy.
It's going to be the next important item for them. I think they're going to go for rush pretty soon because Syla has his BKB up as well.
And even Sand King up to... No, never mind. He's not that farmed.
We talked about Sand King the other day. You were talking about the dagger again, and today it's the same case.
Well,
yeah, really looking forward to the Sand King having his dagger really early on.
We had some exciting Sand King plays yesterday. But this one's good. This is going to be a very late dagger, the way it's looking.
I think he would still opt for the Arcan Boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, not going for the straight up because
they don't have any.
doesn't even have the Arcan Boots yet. Yeah,
just the mag.
They really need one more Arcane Boost to make sure that it's effective for them to run around and clear the creeps really fast with those additional mana pool.
We see an Observer Ward drop mid and Vision of Shao 8, I believe.
LGD is stacking up the Ancients. This is something I don't see them do too often, but it's going to be good this game because there's Luna.
And there's Mag as well, just giving you a lot of plus damage. TA can cleave through those. They've got some ways to bring these down quickly.
Oh, TA can't cleave through it. TA is a range hero.
You know what I mean. Side blades her way through it. Splash her way through it. Splash.
Yeah, splash her way
Splash. You're being such a stickler. The bear's rather squishy. I should be split pushing with this, I feel, not trying to group up.
They're trying to take down this tower. They want to have some form of map control other than the bottom tower down.
I really don't
They are
think...
very desperate.
LGD has so much spam. Like, you really can't push into this.
Yeah, I have to agree. You have to try to create, outrun them to defend the lanes and try to outposition them before you try to take a push.
Yeah, you gotta outmaneuver them, not just crash in the front door head on, but that's what they're trying to do. Let's see if it works. They are gonna get up the hill here, and Brewmaster has that blink. He's got the
Yeah, he's
point
going to try
booster.
to engage now.
Oh, that was an opening if he wanted to go, but he's trying to find that perfect opening. There's your RP! There's your perfect opening! Static Storm, can you say Wombo Combo? Everybody melting. Now the Panda ult was thrown out. What can they get in return? That's the question. CTY pulled back in to a lot of physical damage. It's going to be a boulder toss as well as some Radiance burn. And DD still escaping, though. They've only gotten one. DD chopped and clapped down. Panda going to work with his ninja skills, but is it going to be enough to get away? He does get back to base just by the skin of his teeth. Oh boy, that was a big RP.
Yeah, it was because of the fact that VG, they were indecisive. They wanted to go from the start. You could see the position, and Brewmaster was running very near to the tower, and you could tell that he was trying to find an opening. And the moment he didn't find an opening, Yao just jumped in, and they were clumped up together and got away.
He had three heroes grouped up. He had vision. He could have jumped them, but like you said, he was indecisive.
Yeah, you can't be indecisive, and I think they didn't know Yao had a dagger as well.
And now he's up to another 1,200 gold, so it's like he's had it for a while. That's how quickly he's accelerated his farm. The next level of item's going to come out now. BKB has already been up on the Luna. Now we're going to see a Yasha, probably that Manta style next. Shao 8 up to 2,300 gold. If he wants the BKB, it's also coming to... They're going to try this again mid. They know RP's down, and they're going to go for it with the clips down as well.
They don't have their split also. The Panda split is also down, but I think they should be able to get this because Shao 8 is at bottom. I don't think they will defend this.
But I think LGD's gotten enough out of this tower. Like, they're okay giving it up at this point.
Oh,
Tried to deny.
Almost. I thought he got the timing perfect.
And middle lane, they are going to go in on Sven as he was looking to retreat. Now Yao gets entangled, gets brought down. Panda blinks in a really nice clap, turning this fight around a little bit. DDC is dropping low. DDC will fall. Burrow Strike was stolen. That is a really important ability to steal. Multiple Burrow Strikes can really turn fights around. Wow, something I actually forgot about because we haven't seen Sand King lately, but this is almost better than RP in a sense because it's so spammable. You can use this all the time.
And LGD were the ones to start the engagement. They started by glimpsing the Swan back and thinking that they would be able to burst him down first, but the Rubik and Lina and plus the Panda jump in, turn things around for them because Xiao 8 wasn't there at the start and they didn't have enough DPS to burst the Swan down immediately.
Oh, that's my DM getting a little bit confident there.
Blitz.
He gets pulled back into the kinetic field, but he is rather tanky. Burrow Strike from the Rubik, from the sidelines. Now Sylar thrown up in the air. Where's that Yao RP when you need it? He gets disabled for a moment. I think he got entangled there. Now pushing the bear back, trying to bring it down. It will fall. And Shao 8 waiting on the wings. He's up to 3,700 gold. They're all on the way out. Rubik's going to escape with the Burrow Strike, his prize from that fight.
Yeah, it's a very good spell for Rubik to steal. A good non-ulti spell.
I think
Burrow Strike really provides a lot of positional play for the Rubik.
This is just my personal opinion, but I feel it's the best non-ultimate spell in the game to steal. I mean, sure, Fissure, Ice Path, there are lots of other good AoE abilities, but this one is also an escape mechanism, and it's very spammable compared to some.
Yeah, and not only that, the Burrow Strike is actually one of the best stuns in the game. And the cooldown is better than the Fissure you were speaking of just now.
It's much better. There's a reason why Sand King's a melee hero. It's because Burrow Strike is so freaking strong.
Yeah,
Sylar
you're able to have
Sylar's getting caught mid. There's your Burrow Strike on 2. Laguna on 1. They want Yao. LGD is kind of falling apart in these fights. YXY steals Skewer, and Skewer's into Yao, who blows the RP. One of the very few times I've ever seen him waste an RP, but call that one a total waste. Wow.
Yeah, the Barrow Strike actually cancelled. He came in, he blinked in, Yao blinked in trying to save the Luna, and the Barrow Strike just caught him during the time where he was channeling the reverse polarity, and he cancelled it. It was very well timed Barrow Strike there.
Look at this. Oh, Sandcane's blink is up, and they're going for Roche, and they have a... Look at the wards right now. This is a ton of wards for Vici Gaming. They see everything. If LGD go, they've got it. They have to have spotted this blink because Sandcane's walked by this ward, so they know he has one. And I guess they're just not worried about it.
Yeah, because there are 2 heroes down, and they know that LGD wouldn't try to engage on this. Oh, they're using the courier to scout this. Oh, they're gonna come. Xiao Yi is gonna try to steal the Aegis.
Detonates the trap. He's too far away, and now they run out. Courier does fall, so a snipe there from Xiao Yi. But
Consolation prize.
I mean, I guess it equalizes the gold, but still, Vici Gaming getting that Aegis. And it's something LGD, like you mentioned, could have gone for pretty early with the minus armor and the Luna, the plus damage on this team. They didn't go for it, and another game where a team doesn't go for Roche early, and then the Radiant team punishes it. We've seen a lot of these this tournament.
Yeah, and this is... Okay, top lane, wait. Top lane,
Yeah, he's so royally screwed, I think. He's taking a lot of damage. And even Epicenter, they do get the kill.
Yeah, I was saying that this is what I expect to see with VG in the future games. Look at all the vision. They need to do this every game, not only this game. The vision gave them enough intel that they knew that they could contest the Roshan without LGD coming to fight them.
Unfortunately, Rubik
as you pointed out just now, the dagger, the ward there saw the dagger on the Sand King. That was really important.
Yeah, it was only a level 1 epi, but even so, it can do a lot of damage. And also, Burrow Strike sets up a massive static storm. If the team fight for LGD is still ridiculous at this point in the game.
Yeah, Barrow Strike if he manages to Barrow Strike like 3 heroes and the static storm comes after it, the RP can just wait till even more heroes comes in.
Yeah, and you can wait a long time because that kinetic field holds you in place for quite a while.
Yeah, it's the perfect lineup for Yao to hit a 5-man reverse polarity. I'm not saying we will see it, but I'm just saying it's easier for him to hit it when his teammates are having heroes that are able to create the situation and make it easy for him to land his reverse polarity.
Vici Gaming, they've been a little bit more efficient with their time this game. We're seeing bigger items coming out for them. SYDM has an Ags up. The Sven's getting closer and closer to a BKB. He's now got the Ogre Club complete, the Lone Druid. Well, CTY is doing what we see in every game, which is get a lot of farm, but the supports as well. Lena, 4 staff already up, and Rubik, up to level 11, has a Staff of Wizardry, has a set of Arcane Boots. So, Vici Gaming, they're getting more farm on their supports. We saw last game, very inefficient movements, but this game, it's much better. Yeah,
and not only that, but the ward as well. Look at that. Right as soon as the 2 wards expire, here are 2 wards back up. Can you use
this one.
And this one, yeah. They immediately place 2 wards up. These are 2 very crucial wards as well because you can see whether LGD's heroes are rotating top or rotating middle. And you could know where they want to push and when they want to push, and from then on they know where to send the Spirit Bear to split push and when is the perfect timing for them to take a fight and not to take a fight.
I actually...
Did it just got dewarded?
No, that one expired. This one expired.
Oh, okay. I thought it just got dewarded and I don't see a sentry at gem. I thought I must be seeing things.
No, I thought you were saying that was one of the ones they placed, but they had already placed that. Oh, there's a double damage on Xiao Yi, and he's got a Demon Edge. They gotta be careful. He could assassinate someone.
Yeah, he could take down the Lina or the Rubik in probably 2 hits. 1 hit or 2 hit.
Yeah, they got us. They do have 4 stabs, though. They just...
The Empower.
I like their positioning. I think this is good positioning for everyone. The supports are staying very far back.
They have to. And I won't be surprised if they come up with a Ghost Scepter later on as well.
Here we go. Who's gonna go first? Everybody's waiting in the wings right now.
SYDM, don't be hesitant again. Don't make the same mistake.
He's in the front lines. He's got an Ags. The Lucent Beam will start off just a little bit of chip damage. Xiao Yi is lurking. He's lurking. He's in power. Look at plus 242 damage.
He's waiting there.
Oh man, can you imagine how hard that meld is gonna hit if he gets it off?
I think
He might
he
go
was
to
just
one-shot the Lina.
No, I don't think one shot.
Yeah,
Oh, not one.
didn't get the meld. Didn't get the meld there. That could cost him. He's also blown his BKB. Panda's getting the ult off. He's locking down the supports here. DD is trying to find an opening. He burrow strikes. There's your RP. It was all used just for XTT. Lodger's here, didn't even get caught. Stormbolt was stolen, or RP was stolen rather, and catches everyone. What a turn of events. An amazing fight from LGD, and the Panda was not indecisive. He just destroyed the two key supports there. The Sand King. Oh man, and now Xiaowei. Team wipe!
I can't believe you're saying this. Team wipe. VG team wipe LGD.
They just their team fight was superior. They played it better. And I gotta say, the two key things, RP got stolen, that was step one. And then the other thing was that Panda completely screwed the Sand King and the Disruptor. They never got to use their big combo at the right point.
Yeah, and not only that, Yao only got
one hero.
One hero on the reverse polarity. That was something we see not very often.
Vici Gaming. Did you see the 99% of the fans said LGD will win. 1% said Vici Gaming will. I just want to point that out. I think people would have even said like 99% it's gonna be 2-0.
They glimpsed the Syllabare. He's caught out.
Yeah.
He get a kill.
He'll be okay.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe Panda's not fine. He's done his work. I think it's okay to lose him in exchange for a Rex.
Yeah, they have to ditch him. They can't go in for him.
It's smart though. They ditched him, and now the Assault Cuirass is out. He just has to make it.
And he has Barrow Strike again. The Rubik.
YXY is once he stole that Burrow Strike earlier this game. That's when the game turned around. That was really the turning point.
And this was the second time he managed to stall RP.
Yeah, the first one was this second one was so huge though. He caught 3 heroes with it.
Yeah, and more importantly, they were able to turn the fight around with the RP. The last time he stole the RP was just a small skirmish, and this time it was a big 5-on-5 fight.
And now it gets easier for him to steal it because he's got a Force Staff, so he can stay even farther back.
Yeah, I won't be surprised to see him even building a dagger later on.
Wow. Vici Gaming, the first ones to claim racks this game. But LGD have been down a set of racks before and come back. You can't assume that the game is won by this, but it is a step in the right direction for them. They're one step closer to taking this game.
But you have to give VG Gaming a lot of credit for this well-played game. They controlled the map, they made a lot of better decisions compared in the past, and the map, no one got caught as much as the games before. The warding especially were far better than the games before, and everything was going so well, and they got a good fight there, other than the mid-fight where they were a bit of indecisive and they cost them, and the Magnus ulted 3 heroes. That was the only point where they were a bit shaky. Other than that, all the remaining of the matches they were playing really well.
And one other thing I want to point out, you mentioned the warding. Look at it, it continues. They've got the ward in the enemy base, and it's customary for the more experienced teams, but Vici Gaming are quickly learning.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons why they were making, I said before, and I'm going to say this again, they were making the bad decisions, not because of they were inexperienced. Some of the decisions were made because they didn't have vision, and they didn't know when and where to take the fight. If you have vision, it helps a lot with the decision-making process. You can see clearly where the opponents are positioned, and you know where you should take the fight and where you should not take a fight.
Wow. Vici Gaming, they got 1 lane of Rex, but can they get more? That's going to be the big question here. Do they have a gem? No gem. Panda would be a great candidate to carry that. It makes it a lot safer to break high ground.
Yeah, so rich. It's actually very easy for them to get a gem this game.
Yeah. Rubik's got 1,000 gold. Lena's got 1,000 gold. If they want the Ghost Scepters, though, they'll have them soon. But Gem a little bit better than that.
I think he wants the Ghost Scepter. Look at both of them are saving up money. The 2 supports.
Well, this is a tower that LGD, I don't really know if they can defend this. They will glyph. They're looking for a multiple hero skewer RP, maybe. No, not going to go for it.
But Xiaowei got a trade-off at bottom lane.
And he's getting closer and closer to his next item. You're up
Xiaowei
against...
is more farm than Syla. How often do we see that?
Very rare. And one of the reasons is we don't normally see Xiaowei on TA. It's normally more of just a controller, like the Beastmaster, the Sven, the Batrider. But this is a hero that can farm, and that's what he's turned to.
Yeah, he has to be able to come up with another damage item because Luna is not that farm. Because the deaths, he has 5 deaths. in 35 minutes.
Si-
How often do you see that as well?
E-
Sylar doesn't die much.
Even when they lose, Sylar doesn't die much.
He has been caught out by, especially he didn't have a good start. He got first birded with the first ruin DD, and after that he got caught out a couple of times more. And he isn't having a good game.
He's getting significantly outfarmed. 30 CS behind, and he's even getting outfarmed by his own TA, as you pointed out earlier.
Yeah, it's not something they want
Still
to.
no gem. I'm gonna harp on this until I see it. You've trained me well.
Yeah, gem is something very crucial right now for VG to deny all of LGD spots. You sort of put them in a corner when they don't have vision, and they are the ones not able to make the correct decision because they don't have the vision.
Daedalus,
Oh.
he doesn't go for...
Daedalus.
Well, actually, no, he's got the BKB, so he doesn't really have to worry about the Panda's Drunken Haze anymore.
Yeah, and Daedalus gives him the much needed DPS that his team needs right now. Because Luna doesn't seem to deal enough damage in the fights at all.
Well,
They
she's-
really need another form of damage to be able to shut down the Brewmaster and the Sylar.
Yeah, the thing with Luna is you build her as more of a team fight carry. You build her tanky so that she can just give your team plus damage with Lunar Blessing. She doesn't really start to hit hard until you get the next item, the Butterfly, and that's where she gets scary, but she doesn't have it. She just has the Manta BKB.
They're going to try to fight this or even deny the tower.
I'm watching
I
Yao
don't-
very closely, but look at the positioning. This is pretty nice. They could glimpse. SYDM back in. No, not going to. They just let the tower fall. Brewmaster comes in, has to drop the ult soon if he wants to because Yao's waiting. Epicenter's being channeled. There's your Static Storm. There's your RP on the two supports. The Epi only got the last few pulses out on the supports, but is it going to be enough? Rubik, what has he stolen? He stole it and used the RP in this fight. DD running away. Sven's on a rampage. Now they're going to try and focus Yao, who skewers some very angry heroes along with him. 3 heroes dead. The Epi, he was a little bit late to join the fight, but I don't know if it was enough anyway. Vici Gaming had very good positioning there.
Yeah, they position themselves as long as the Magnus and denying the Magnus any sort of opportunity to have a very big RP.
The Dark Horse team, and Dark Horse even being generous, I think, to the kind of chances people had for them. Nobody expected them to even take a game, in my opinion.
You
Wow.
can't even mention Dark Horse. They only gave 1% of winning chance to them. It's more like a pop star team.
Yeah, only 1% of the fans believe they could win this series. That is a very, very slim margin. That being said, they didn't get a second lane of Rax, and
Roshan is up. Oh, if they go TP back right now to clear the lanes, it might give LGD the time and position to take the rush for themselves.
let's see how many heroes go back. Sven has that gem up, by the way. Did he steal this? No, it's their gem, I guess.
No, he didn't. I'm checking. I'm double checking for you. Oh, he might have stolen. LGD's gem is on cooldown.
But both teams are in cooldown,
Oh,
though.
both teams have gems.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So they got it at the last possible moment. The other nice thing for Vici Gaming is Sven he doesn't need many items to be that secondary carry for the team. And with all the minus armor from the Lone Druid, and if he gets an entangle, Sven can actually just mow down a lot of these supports.
And look at how big is the spirit bear as well. You have to.
And
He's
the
almost
MKB.
has his MKB
Almost.
as well. Almost.
Oh.
He's 300 shot. get it
LGD,
after
I
the
think they
Roshan.
have to fight this. If they give this up, they're just going to get sieged.
I don't think they can make it on time.
Oh, it's dropping really, really fast. Yao's getting in position. They're going to go, but no,
Oh.
too late.
They could even consider giving the Sven now the Aegis. Because
Yeah, Lone Druid's not the best.
Lone Druid can't be taken down anymore. I don't think so. Because he just positions his hero behind and it's very difficult for them to take him down, especially with his melee form on. He has 2.3k HP and look at the armor, he has so much armor as well.
I want to point out the Rubik's RP is off cooldown, and he's level 15. He's going to have this for a long time. What does he have left? Like a minute, I think, on this RP. Or no, even longer than that. Like
This
a minute and a half.
is 200 for, yeah, it's about a minute. I'm looking forward to Dota 2. You have the timer that shows the seconds of how long the spell still goes.
Is that something they're adding? I haven't seen that.
I'm not sure though.
Oh, you're
but
just saying
it'll be
they should.
It'll be nice that if they add
It would be
it.
a really nice feature if they could add that.
Yeah, and I think VG Gaming should try to do something and engage right now. Oh, they're smoking.
They are smoked. The gem's on the ground again. This time Lena's going to pick it up.
I don't think they should have just pushed the lane and gone forward with the reverse polarity. They don't have much time for this. And Rubik picked up a dagger, so this is going to be a crucial engage. Oh, even Sven has a dagger right now, so it'll be like both of them going in, and if he catches 3 heroes in the reverse polarity, it will be instant death for 3 of them.
And Panda can also go in first and then the Rubik follow up, but they gotta go soon because it is gonna wear off in like 30 seconds, if not less. Here comes the combo! What an RP by YXY! He catches 3. Now the Stormbolt, chain stun City, and now skewering back, but Sven doesn't care. He's just wailing away. They're maybe diving too far. They gotta get more kills. That's another one on that hits the deck. The Courier even charges in, wants to be a part of this fight, delivers the dagger, or tries to, but dies in the process. Still, racks are gonna fall. Vici Gaming,
GG.
that's GG.
It's
There's
GG.
no way back. This is gonna be 3 lanes of racks, and with that, they take game 2. Can you believe it? This team surprises us again here today. Wow.
Oh my god.
LGD will fight this out, but there's no coming back from this.
It's GG already.
Wow. This team, they've been together for a month. This is their first official tournament, like their first major event. Crazy stuff, I gotta say.
Do we steal it?
Oh, that's a Burrow Strike. That's an Epi. They did get almost Mega Creeps. There's only a range rack standing right now. It looks like a really good fight for LGD, but remember, there's an Aegis, and the Bear is just wailing away on Sylar, dropping pretty low. Xiao8 wants to burst him down quickly. He'll go into his Big Bear form. Can he resummon? That's the question. No, he can't. Doesn't seem to matter, though. And YXY's on a Mega Kill. That's the support Rubik. BKB is going to use help Sven to get the hell out of there. CTY's trapped. He'll fall to this. Even with that fight going pretty well for LGD, I don't think there's coming back from this. They're down Mega Creeps. GG. LGD tap out. What a performance
Did
from
you even
VG.
foresee this? Did you even foresee this?
This was not in the script. It was not in the script.
It was not in Director 8's script at all.
Director 8 needs to hire a new team. Oh boy. He needs a new writing staff, I gotta say. Winter. Rubik MVP, safe to say.
Yeah, Rubik, he played extremely well this game. And not to mention, the Silabe, he kept his team in the game, destroying the Magnus at bottom lane slowly, and he didn't get caught out at all this game during the early phases, and that ensured that he always has the edge over the farm over Luna because Luna was being pressured down in the tri lane. That was one of the very important things you have to know as well in this game. Not only the Rubik playing extremely well in all those fights.
Yeah, there's more to it, but that's sort of the lasting image, I think, for a lot of people, is him stealing RP fight after fight, stealing Burrow Strike. By no means was it one player winning this game, but he really stepped up his game, and Vici Gaming taking game 2, forcing a game 3. LGD, I wonder how rattled they are by that. They are an experienced team. They should be able to bounce back. I think we looked at the lanes of this game and we said these are a lot better for Vici Gaming. We give them a much stronger chance than game 1. Let's see if they can find good lanes in game 3, because if they can't, well, this might not matter. But for now, they have to be feeling good. Game 2 goes their way.